What's going on, everybody? Willie G, Hollis V. This is Hot Shots, and we're here to take you to a deep, dark, dirty world of sports. This episode, we're gonna go over Hollis's hot pepper challenge. That he lost his bet last time we did an episode. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't have to do it again. We're going to run right into the new classification meeting coming up for USA softball, ASA, and we're going to finalize it with a little talk on the NFL. Um,
Yep.
After that, it's up to you to cruise the web. Be sure to hit that like button, peeps. And,
Yep.
we're going to
We
get it.
might
Go ahead.
we might step on some toes on some a lot of events of what we're doing here. But what we're talking about is sports and what we love. A lot of it generates with Alaska and just how we're doing things up here. But here we go.
What's up, little
We
man?
got a guest
Special
here.
appearance.
Yep, Mr. Wyatt making his first second or third debut here on
Right,
the live streams. Yep.
right.
All right. Well, hey,
Oh man. Well, you know what, Hollis?
stand by there one time.
All
Hey,
good. I'll
Gwen,
talk to the peoples.
take your butt out. Go somewhere else. Shut the door behind you.
My man, that is solid, solid right there.
It's it's kids,
Oh,
man.
this
I
that
try.
Papa life.
Yeah. Why you think I'm trying to do this all the time with you, bud? Because I tried to let the world see me whip my kid's ass on live YouTube stream.
Oh man, that's good stuff.
Because
That's good.
those boys are bad, man. I tell you, I mean, hey, daddy ain't try. It ain't like daddy ain't trying. I'm trying. These motherfuckers are just bad. And I need. Speaking of being bad, I need to watch my language. I apologize. We
Yeah, we
had
gotta
some
we gotta watch the f
gotta
bombs. They
tone
keep
it
cutting our
down.
videos short because we keep dropping too many f bombs. So, all right.
Yeah.
Well,
And so I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Well,
first of all, what are you sipping? What are you sipping?
sipping on some gin.
Okay. Well, what I want to see is your hot pepper plate. Let's see this. Hollis whipped up
Oh, the hot
a
pepper.
nice little smorgasbord for himself. Oh
I've
my.
got some jalapenos in here with
Those aren't
some
even hot. Jalapenos aren't even hot.
but I got some nice habaneros
Oh yeah,
that I
those.
don't feel what you did. So and speaking of not hot, I off of we hadn't gotten too much feedback from our videos that we've done there, Big Dog.
Yeah.
Um, and one of my homeboys, good close friend that I've worked for, uh, I'd actually taken my kids over to a Halloween party the day prior to you eating that hot pepper challenge, in
Yes,
which
sir.
so someone accused you of using a just a regular like one of those like Costco bell pepper deals that was going on. I was like, nah, man, that ain't my boy. He ain't gonna do
Dude,
that,
that
But
ain't me.
they were some haters. His name is Chris Goldman. He called you out,
Well,
and
Chris,
if he's
I
watching that,
Chris,
I'm gonna
I
tell
can
Chris.
assure you that that fucker was hot. Okay.
And
It gets less.
it is what it is.
It definitely gets less hot the longer that you're eating them, for sure.
But I will say that he did throw it out there. I mean, he was like, man, this dude ain't he ain't about that life. He ain't about eating hot peppers. He got that stuff from that's something that we'd eat from Costco. And
Yep.
I just laughed at him. But
Ain't no Costco's here. But all right, Hollis, are you
it's like
ready?
there are no Costco's in fucking Talkeetna.
Not even. Are you ready for
Well, I don't
this?
know what else are we doing here.
Well, you
So
better
we're
take a chomp of this pepper so I can ask you some questions.
so hey William, we gotta stay on task here, brother.
We
So we're doing
are.
the intro. So we're first off of the deal is we're doing the hot pepper challenge.
Yep.
We're actually gonna do a bet for the next week that we do our stuff. which is going to be a Thursday night game, and we'll discuss that. And then we're going to go down the rabbit hole of a few Alaska's USA softball of Alaska issues
Hmm.
that we have to talk about. Both classification issues, and also we sent a squad down to Reno a couple weeks ago, which is going to be pretty cool to talk about. And then just talking about one of both of our mutual friends, Brad Peterson, and how he has to deal with USA softball in Alaska and why everybody hates him, why everybody hates us that are on the classification committee, and then that's it. So
Right. Well, I want to
do
ask you some
do
questions.
we do we do we do we do we hit those bullets there, big dog? Like I
We
talked to you
did,
about at
in
the start
fact,
of the.
we did twice.
All right. So now we will. Let me freshen my drink real quick before I have to sit here
You're
and
not gonna want alcohol after eating those peppers.
Mr. William, you've known me for 10 years,
At least.
and you know it doesn't really. My digestive tract really doesn't give a shit.
I bet it does. Twice daily.
It does. But anyway,
All right, you ready?
I gotta gear up. I gotta gear up, man. I'm sorry. This is
Ooh, I'm so
oh
happy
my
right now.
go Cowboys. I'm gonna take a little sip of
They got a bye week this week. Is that why I'm not seeing them, or
oh
did
dude.
Jerry
That's the
Jones
only reason
die?
that's the only reason why that's the only reason why Cowboys didn't lose this week. Is because they had a fucking bye week. Jesus Christ. Like
Oh,
man,
that's
I'm
beautiful.
trying to keep us we're trying to keep us in good graces with YouTube. So don't bring up the I did bring some milk.
All
Got a
right.
nice glass of milk with me,
Oh
and
man.
we're doing our thing.
We're
But yeah,
7 minutes
don't try
in.
and
We're 7 minutes
Jesus
in,
William,
sir.
don't try and get me to keep us on good graces with YouTube if you keep bringing up the Cowboys. I'm sorry, man. That's it's not gonna be good. I need to take
No,
another sippage
it won't be
of that.
long, and
So,
you'll be using that scarf for TP with the new COVID crisis coming up.
good grief, I got enough items of weird clothing at the house here to
All right, all right. You
use
ready?
for COVID protection. You know what? So you want me to start munching on this
You got to take a
before?
bite. You have to take a bite, and then I'm asking you a question.
So what are we doing here? All right. So I'm gonna ease up into it since you did because
All right.
I gotta go with my homeboy.
Now we're going into
You
this.
know, so I'm going with the regular jalapeno.
Yes,
That
sir.
is a verified jalapeno. So, all right.
All right, new overlay. There it is, Hollis. First question is, did you have fun dressing up like Tracy Morgan from The Longest Yard?
That's actually not a bad jalapeno.
No, it's probably a fairly sweet one.
It actually tastes very. Oh man, that's actually it's starting to creep up on me. And you know what? I'm gonna take another bite of this because I just need to because it's been 2 weeks since I did this.
Oh,
So
yeah.
uh,
All right,
that is
so the
fucking hot.
question was, did you have fun dressing up like Tracy Morgan from The Longest Yard?
Jesus Christ, that's actually warming up a little bit.
Oh, I didn't even touch milk until fucking
All
three
right,
quarters of the way through.
I don't really give a shit. So, did I have fun dressing up as Tracy Morgan in the longest yard in the bet that I made against you?
Yes,
I had a blast, dude.
yeah.
I actually had a blast. It was cold as shit. It was very embarrassing for me to do that. To actually just get up. That's actually hotter than I thought it was going to be.
Oh man.
But it uh, to
Oh.
to ask me if it was fun. Hell yeah, it was fucking fun because that weekend we won the goddamn tournament in Talkeetna. So kind of.
Oh my goodness. So I did make a new overlay
So anyway,
just for
so
that
no,
question.
I'm not done there, William.
Oh, I know.
So I need to.
Who?
That milk ain't doing shit,
Who?
man. And I didn't touch on the habaneros.
No. And that's what I was mowing on. I literally grabbed the biggest one I could find, Hollis.
Anyway, to answer your question in its uh, entirety,
Oh man, in one of these pictures in the background, there's Andy there, the big
dude,
old beard.
I had the best. I honestly, to tell you the truth, Will, I had some of the best times. That is probably one of the best bets I've ever done.
Could you imagine if that was me?
Dude,
It
yeah, it just happened.
didn't happen.
You know,
I
no,
have
it just happened
nightmares like that.
with me losing the bet. I mean, and even then, I mean, the way that I lost the bet is very highly controversial. If you want to get in on a fucking sports talk,
I mean,
Cowboys versus
it
Green
was
Bay,
Cowboys Packers playoff game.
yeah,
Aaron
in
Rodgers
a
and Dak have this
in a
crazy
situation
duel.
in a situation where someone actually said that was not a catch. Am I wrong? Like they have come down and the NFL has actually said that was not a catch.
That's the Des Bryant catch you're referring to?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is
see,
exactly what
see,
it
the
was.
game isn't even known for that catch or no catch. The game is known for that great catch on the sidelines.
I never held you to that bull crap
The rules is the rules, and
situation
the
that was
officials are gonna call it like they see it. That's how we
yeah,
have to. Any bet's got to be
yep.
just dealt within those confines, and that's how I feel. Well, you did have fun. Everybody could see that you had a lot of fun.
Dude, I had a
Uh,
lot of fun, and one thing I can tell everybody, that situation with me pitching in Talkeetna, I
yeah,
even told Willie, I was like, "Hey, dude, if I get at least, if I walk six batters, then I'm done because
get
I
him
wasn't the
out.
best pitcher. Yeah, I wasn't the best pitcher at the time. I mean, you
It
know,
was also just a
I,
seeding game. It was
yeah,
just a seed
exactly.
game.
I mean, it was what it was. But I mean, I wasn't at the level of being a pitcher that I feel that I am now. I do all right for myself. I mean, I'm pretty confident with any team that I roll on that I can pitch and get them to do what they need to do. As long as everybody else does their job, let's roll. You
All
know,
right.
and that's how. But I wasn't at that time, so I made that deal with you, Willie. Was six batters or whatever.
Hmm.
But I went on and
My camera keeps cutting out.
I think it was like the fifth or sixth inning that Jericho pulled me because y'all were starting to or the cut. Yeah, y'all were starting to take care of business. Um, and
Yeah,
it
my
was
new
I
team, the
think it was like
Cubs.
the fifth or sixth game, fifth or sixth inning of that game. You know, Jericho was like, "Hey, Holly Pop, sit your ass down. Like, don't be
Tired
doing
of
no
looking at
dumb
all this
shit.
nonsense on the mound.
Like, sit your ass down and go put some clothes on."
Right.
That was what he did. But
All
anyway,
right.
all right. So
You got another
next
pepper
question.
there?
Jesus Christ, I do. You got a
Yep.
habanero?
All right, buddy. You ready? Here it
It's
goes.
better be a good one.
It is. Hollis, do you ever think about leaving Alaska? Yeah, the habanero is instant, dude. It instantly starts getting into your freaking face.
Yep.
Do you
Do
ever
I
think
ever?
about leaving Alaska?
I'll leave. Man,
Fair
I got
question.
some seasoning here too.
Yeah. Yay. It's not me this time. If you don't know how overjoyed I am, if you can't see how overjoyed I am that I'm not doing it, you know I didn't fake that shit last week. F that dude.
My homeboy, yeah, I was gonna say like Chris. I want to drink. I want to save the milk
Yeah, but you
because
gotta answer the question. While it's hot, you can't let it cool down. This is a hot shot.
I will leave Alaska when my wife wants me to leave, or I'm no longer with my wife.
All
To
right.
that, there's been a lot of reasons why. Jesus, there's been a lot of reasons why I have not left Alaska. Uh, the main reason is because my wife and her mother and grandmother still live up here,
Right.
and so
I'm just asking if you ever thought about it. I mean, not like, oh
no,
yeah, we're gonna
I don't
move.
plan on leaving Alaska right now. Yeah, and then you make me eat a.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, that's good enough answer. I'll take
Anyway,
that. We're gonna move in. We're
I'll
gonna
tell you
move
right.
in to the next
Nope,
question.
nope. We're staying right now.
Okay, okay. You call the hot shot.
I will be here until my wife's grandmother passes away.
At
And
least, minimum.
minimum, I told her that shit when we started dating, almost 14 years ago. I mean, just it's been a hot minute, and it's been time. Good grief. That
Good grief. Yeah,
I
dude.
burped, and that just made my tongue just for some strange reason. I'm sorry, man. But
No, it's all
anyway,
good. Your discomfort pleases me.
but anyway, what's funny about this, and what I've told my wife for years is her only reason for not going with me, going elsewhere, whatever job I decided to go on, at the time, if I wanted to reenlist the Marine Corps, if I wanted to go back to my parents' house, whatever it was at that time, I told her I was like, hey, as long as your grandmother is around, we're down. I'm gonna live up here.
Right.
Well, at the time, Harmony, which is my wife's grandmother, so Harmony is freaking 80, 82, 83, some shit like that.
We could all be
I
so
told
lucky.
her, dude, she's freaking Korean. She's gonna live to
A
be
hundred.
120,
Yeah.
120, 100 plus. Like that's I mean, I ain't trying to be. I tell jokes all the time, but it's true. That old lady is gonna outlive me, dude. Man,
Right.
fuck it.
All right.
So,
Let's get into this last question here, Hollis. You ready for another bite of
no,
this
I'm not.
pepper?
No, I'm not fucking ready.
Hey, well, you know what?
Yeah,
It's time to nut up or shut up, as Tennessee would say, and good old
there's a
zombie land.
lot of other good states would say
Tallahassee, whatever the hell his name is.
Tallahassee is not a state.
Either way. All right, your last question is, yeah, I'm chomp chomp chomp. Be ready. All right. Your last question is, if you could start a softball team in Alaska, who is the one player you would start it with? Alaska players only. Can't call out like Jose Canseco or some bullshit like that. You're gonna start a team, Alaska softball.
So
Who do you start your team with? Who's your number one pick?
there's a habanero.
Yes, sir. Oh, you're a fucking boss. Sorry for the F bomb, but you're a boss. Oh my gosh, your tummy. I feel bad for you.
There's another habanero.
Oh, you're gonna do another one? You're only doing this for the next time I lose a bet on this that I gotta up this for some reason.
I did my thing.
Who is the one player that you would start your softball team with? Besides yourself, obviously.
Well,
Who's your guy? Or you go for an all-purpose guy that can play multiple positions, or do you go for a guy that plays his position better than maybe anybody else in the state?
eating those back to back was probably not a good
Yeah,
idea.
no, 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 sir.
So, so you're
Oh.
you're you're asking me this question, and for one, and I'm like now it's all catching up to me because, whoo,
It gets better at the end. It gets better at the end. It's just kind of like just hanging on, tingling for a bit.
I need some milk for that.
Hmm. Who's your guy? 20 minutes into this, who's your guy?
Josh Carter.
Josh Carter's your guy.
Yep.
That's who you start your team with.
Yep.
That is that's good choice. I mean, geez, I can't
From
argue I
for
can't argue
up here
against
in
it.
Alaska.
I might be able to argue for some other people, but I don't know if I could argue against that.
So for one, while we got this on, because I'm so agitated with what the fuck is going on in my head right now because I just ate three habaneros and a fucking jalapeno, but fuck, that's spicy as shit. Whew, that was a horrible idea.
Should have done it back to back. Man,
I was
you're
drunk.
going with Josh Carter.
Yes, because like Will, you realize how many years have I been a super draft coach?
I don't know. A bunch. I don't do the super draft. I'm not in the Anchorage area.
So I've been a super draft coach for 3 years. Played in it 4 years. Fuck.
I mean, I can't argue against the pick. I could argue maybe for some other people, but
You need to argue against this. Fucking not asking me that big. Because now I'm fucking.
you don't go for somebody like Tui. You wouldn't go for somebody like maybe Ty
Yeah, like,
Griffith
to be honest with you,
or maybe Bama.
going for Tui, going for Tui is gonna be hard for me because I played with Tui in that, and so now this
Hmm.
stupid fucking pepper's starting to wear off. Now I'm gonna mess with all that stuff. But to be honest with you, the reason why I would not pick uh, Chewy over JC is because I played with Chewy before. I've never played on a squad with Josh Carter, and I'd like to.
Right.
But
I
if
think
you look at my
it'd be tough
if you
not to
look at my
go with
if you
somebody like Josh Carter like that, plays a few different spots and has a cannon and hits bombs at will. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
That
because I mean, like if I'm picking Tui, then I'm not pitching.
right,
I'm a pretty good pitcher. I feel that way. But Tui's gonna have to go play third or first or EH.
right.
Uh,
Yeah, it
it is
doesn't.
what it is. If I
What
pick
about a guy? What
Josh
about a guy like Ty
Ty
Griffith?
Griffin
Yeah.
Ty, I'm rolling with that dude, and
Is
I'm
that
putting him at
is that a not a bad guy to try and start your team with? The guy plays almost anywhere it seems like.
But he's not a restricted player, man. I mean, like,
You
no,
have
you're
to
right.
have a
Like,
restricted player. Why was it? I mean, I get that, but he also is a team guy. You know what I mean?
dude, I would roll with Ty any day.
Yeah. What
Ty
about
has played with it.
somebody who just might be one of the best at their general positions, like a Bama or something like that? Do you build a team like? Do you start a team like that where you go, oh yeah, man, I want Bama. He's my guy. You know?
I would, for me on that, um, and this is coming with someone that's played with Bama, played against Bama, and actually built teams with Bama.
Right.
And I don't think a lot of the softball community knows that you know who Bama plays darts with?
No. What are you?
Me,
Oh,
motherfucker. That's who he plays darts with.
and
That's
he's
who
not
that's
your
who
guy
Bama plays
starting
darts
the
with.
team? Oh my goodness.
Nah, man.
He's gonna be sad. He's gonna be so sad.
No, he's
He's
gonna
gonna
be mad,
throw. He's
man,
gonna
at
throw a
all.
game of 0-1. He's gonna be like, fuck this guy.
Not
Oh
at all.
man. Oh, I think you can make the argument for starting a team around Bama. That were your pick.
Well, I have I have definitely had Bama on my team in good situations. Um, man, that
I tell
fucking
you what, I
habanero.
played with him on
I'm
my
sorry, dude.
team
I'm,
for the
I'm sorry,
first
Willie.
time.
That fucking that habanero is really messing me up, and I'm done. And
Oh,
I'm sorry.
you're good.
Yeah,
You're good. I played with Bama for the first time on my team in the Labor Day tournament in Talkeetna, and I loved having him as a teammate. And that's no joke. Man, I knew that if I was going to pitch a ground ball low inside to a right-handed hitter, Bama was going to make that stop. And he could attest to it. I'd literally look over and tell him, Bama, it's coming to you. And he'd wink. And fucking next thing you know, Bama's got the 1-2. It's over. Um, but Josh Carter, that's great, great, great pick. You can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong
I
with
forgot
that.
we left that, man. But I'm sorry, man. That was rough.
Hey, you're all good. You're all good. Well, we do need to talk about our next bet coming up. We're going to bet on the Thursday night football game next week. Arizona at Seattle. It's going to be a divisional game, which, I mean, and both teams are pretty good right now. Kyler Murray's
Yeah,
amazing right now.
he's doing his thing.
Russell Wilson is quite possibly the MVP of the league right now.
He's
That's
doing very good.
that's
It's a
a
I
lot coming
know.
from a Packers fan.
Yeah, yeah, and it's being a Seahawks hater. I hate the Seahawks. I mean, to be honest with you, man.
Oh, I don't care
Anyone
for
that
him.
wants to,
Fail Mary,
now,
dude.
do you think? But to anyone say that Russell Westbrook is not a
Wilson.
badass mother,
Wilson. Russell
oh, my bad.
Westbrook ain't throwing footballs.
I'm sorry, my bad, William. So for Russell Wilson to not be out there doing his thing and just clicking, just doing his thing, and you can't say that he is an MVP. Get the fuck out of here! Like, no, as a Seahawks hater, I love Russell Westbrook.
Well, does that mean you're taking the Seahawks over the Cardinals?
You know what, being a
What's your pick here?
being the guy that really really hates to bet on the Seahawks, I'll take the Seahawks on this one.
You know what? That's a good pick, but I believe Arizona Cardinals are going to take this. They got some stud corners in secondary. They are super young team with the exception of old man Larry Fitzgerald. I mean, that
That
guy,
dude is doing his thing,
he's
man. Like,
still doing it and still one of the best.
dude is older than us. Just out there, just
I
freaking
know.
holding it
And
down,
I'm
like
hurt
for
and
real.
crippled, and I'm like, no, no, no. He goes
Yeah,
across the middle. Last week I watched him in a game, man. He went across the middle, took a shot. And I was like,
yeah.
shh. And he got right
Damn.
back up, dude. He got right back up.
Good for him, man.
Uh,
I mean, like for
shh.
real.
All right, so Thursday night game, Arizona at Seattle. I've got Arizona. You got Seattle. And the loser's going to have to eat some peppers and answer some questions. But I think we got to come up with some better questions. My question's a little meh, meh, meh. But we're going to move